Logan North, and I have the spiral of silence theory. So the spiral of silence theory was developed by Elizabeth Newman, and it was researched in response to the 1965 German election, in which the CDU and the CDSU had a controversial public debate in which neither side wanted to answer controversial questions to the public. So the goal of the theory was to understand the delay to respond to a controversial topic or question. So going to the key vocab of the theory, I have the definition of the spiral of silence theory and an environment. And the definition of the spiral of silence theory is a person's willingness to express their opinions on a controversial public issue is affected by the perception of these events as being unpopular or popular. And then I have environment, and that's the settings or conditions in which a particular event is being carried out. Am I allowed to take off my mask up here? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm having sneezing issues. So I'm going to be able to go over the definitions of these as well. But on the right side of the screen, these are the reasons of why they're important within spiral of silence theory. So is the fear of isolation. The fear of isolation is the speaker of an opinion might be more timid to speak when they are in a minority group of opinions. Then we have perception. Perception is a subject will continuously scan their environment to create an opinion on the group matter. And then we have momentum, and it's altering the original opinion to fit the minority or majority grouping due to perception and due to the fear of isolation. So to help everyone better understand the spiral of silence theory, I thought it would be best to give an example. So let's say we walked in the room this morning and Ms. Capuzzo decided to say, everyone, we're going out to eat. So everyone, just before they walked into the room, saw that Wendy's has new fries. And Ms. Capuzzo has given us the option of either going to Wendy's or McDonald's. I did not see this on the media though. So in response, I kind of want to go to McDonald's, but everybody else in here wants to go to Wendy's. So when Ms. Capuzzo comes up here and asks for everyone to raise their hand, who wants to go to McDonald's? Me being the only one that wants to go to McDonald's, I start to raise my hand, but I slightly go back down. Because perception, I realize that nobody else in the room wants to go to McDonald's. And due to the fear of isolation, I don't want to be the only one that wants to go. So then she asks, who wants to go to McDonald's, or who wants to go to Wendy's? Everybody raises their hand. Now going with momentum, I now join the group and I realize that I want to go there as well, because everybody else wants to go there too. So, moving on from the tenets, I have my two research articles. My two research articles were targeting race, sexism, and a bunch of other variety controversial issues, but targeting them on a form of media. So these people went and used Facebook, I believe it's groups, I don't use Facebook, Facebook groups, and they decided to ask questions in a civil versus incivil way. And they were targeting using negative emotion to provoke the spiral of silence theory to unravel and not work, in which it succeeded. Heavy amounts of negative emotion can cause the spiral of silence theory to just disrupt itself, because people want to have it, or humans have a tendency to want to prove themselves, right? So when they were asked these questions, they would target and use incivil, hostile ways of asking them, and then they would use like a civil and normal way of asking them. They received more responses in ways that, when they were negative, they would receive more responses back, because negativity, you want to respond to negativity. So going to the implications, the spiral of silence theory is heavily altered by negative emotion and can be controlled by it. People are more likely to speak out when they are provoked by negative emotion, and is also heavily influenced by media, right? So media can heavily alter opinions, but the issue with that is that media can have false information, right? So in the cases that media does influence it, if the information is not true, then spiral of silence theory is not occurring. It's something within a different theory. So in both situations, the spiral of silence theory proves itself to be true, unless negative emotion is then occurring. And that is my last slide. And that I have citations for. And do you guys need me to go back to the tenets? I don't know if everyone needs to.
Let's have some applause.